Hey yo, hey yo, bros. Who didn't see this coming? I know in these YouTube streets all over the social media platforms, people are calling Michael B. Jordan a beta male, a Captain Save a Hoe. And bros, let me tell you this: you can't save a hoe. You got Lori Harvey. She's the prototype for the average liberal female in America. The woman that wants to run rampant, go from man to man. The woman that feels she's going to be a dime piece forever. She wants to get used up in her prime time years. And then when you're in your 30s, mid 30s, 40s, 45, whatever the case may be, you feel like it's time to settle down and find you a good man. That is not the case. That is far from the truth. But these females fall for the okie doke. That's why they had a false sense of hope once they saw Lori Harvey get swooped up with Michael B. Jordan. And that's the main reason why I feel like this whole relationship was a sham from the beginning. I'm not going to make the video about this. Let me just give my 2 cents. But bro, we're dealing with Hollywood actors. You got actors in your life and you don't even know if they like you. Let's be real, bro. You might be an actor yourself. You're acting like you like your coworkers. Meanwhile, you don't give a shit about them. Meanwhile, you can't stand them. Meanwhile, you can't really tell them how you really feel about them because you got to get the job done. And meanwhile, they might feel the same about you. Before the Black Panther movie and shortly thereafter, because you had so many woke cats, so many woke warriors feeling like they're from Wakanda, they're from Africa, all of this shit, black love, quote unquote, and whatnot. They felt like Michael B. Jordan should be partying with some sisters. He's been known to be out here partying with non-melanated girls, and of course that's going to get some people offended because they're going to Wakanda, some imaginary place in Africa and whatnot, and now they want to promote black love, quote unquote. So bros, don't you think it would be a great PR stunt for publicity, for notoriety, status, to be trending and whatnot? And of course they look great together. Wouldn't you feel like it's a great move if you're a publicist for Michael B. Jordan? Wouldn't you feel like it's great to team him up with Lori Harvey, regardless of the image? Wouldn't you feel like that for his fans, for her fans and whatnot? Because her fans are ecstatic. They're like, damn, you got Michael B. Jordan. He's great and whatnot. That means I could be a hoe. I could settle down the line. I'm 25. I could still be a hoe. Even though I've been a hoe for the past 10 years and whatnot since I was 15, I still got some years left. I got a Michael B. Jordan waiting for me at the end of that rainbow. You can't tell me nothing. Bros, you can't save a hoe. Fuck the public perception of what you two may look like. Forget the image of what she may look like when you digging it out and whatnot. Because for the most part, more than most of these dimes out here in this society are good for nothing more than fucking, excuse my language. That's why so many women were happy. Black love this, black love that. Where we at now? We're going to peel back the onion because, like I said, this society does not promote family values, individualistic statistics. They want all of the women to be sexually liberated. How many of these women are taking terrible advice on a day-to-day basis? How many of these women say that the streets are calling it because it's trending? They're showing you that they're not wife material, yet they claim that they want to be catered to, yet they claim that they want to get roses, yet they claim that they want to be on romantic dates. That's all a facade. That's what they're telling themselves in the mirror before they get high or drunk like their father. The list goes on. So many people are cheering Lori Harvey for getting out of a relationship. That lets you know where we are, bro. Because they feel like they still got options. How many women are out here being bitter on the internet talking about dudes on a day-to-day basis lets you know that they had a good one from the past, but they fucked it up. Of course, there are a lot of dudes that's out here messing up relationships, but that's not the case in this situation. But we're going to just peel back the onion and unpack what these anchors are going to say, because they're going to point out factors that dudes talk about on a day-to-day basis when you're dealing with these modern liberal females, bruh. A lot of them feel like they're going to be young forever. The options are going to be there, especially with the access to dating apps and whatnot. But they're going to find out that the weirdos on those dating apps are not going to match up to the dude of the past.
I know you feel very strongly about this next story. This is the breakup that everybody in Hollywood is talking about right now. So this is, as I jumped the prompter, I knew what to say. Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey have called it quits after dating for over a year and a half.
Not okay.
Cheryl, get over it.
That's right. Pretty much every woman on the internet is loving this. We're not loving this. I'm not.
Well, let's be very, very specific. Because we got different spaces, we got different demographics, we got different people with different opinions. And for the most part, we could say the vast majority of Caucasian women are not celebrating this breakup because, of course, they looked great together. But I'll tell you this, the vast majority of these liberal black females, they are celebrating this. For some odd reason, they're hype because they feel like a hoe could snag a good dude at any time. And that's where bros got it fucked up because, like I said, they want to get a dime piece because it's a trophy, because it's something good to look at while you're having sex. But, bro, majority of these dime pieces are not wife material. And these women that are out here celebrating the breakup, they just letting you know they're not playing with the full deck. Do as you choose, though. Bros, you can't save a hoe.
I wanted them to work. A source close to the couple tells people this. Michael and Lori are both completely heartbroken. This makes me so sad.
That's bullshit. How can they be completely heartbroken yet they're not trying to make it work? Bros, that just lets you know that this might be an arranged relationship. This happens in Hollywood all the time. Was sex being taken place? Who knows? But if you're heartbroken, why aren't you together? Give us a better excuse or a reason as to why they're not together. They still love each other, yet they still scrubbed each other from each other's pages.
They still love each other.
Yeah, so with a 10-year age gap between the pair, the source adds, Michael matured a lot over the course of their relationship and was ready to commit for the long term. He let his guard down with her, opening up emotionally in a romantic relationship for the first time. They had great times together and brought out the best in each other. Now, the two most recently attended...
If they brought out the best in each other, why aren't they still in a relationship, bruh? Makes no sense at all. Lets you know that this is bullshit. How many times somebody gonna say, it's not you, it's me? Nah. It's both of us, bitch. We're just not going to make this work because it's toxic. Either you're toxic, I'm toxic, we're toxic together. The relationship is toxic altogether. We're not going to make this work. We're just going to go our separate ways. It doesn't matter if it's you or me. Who gives a shit? A lot of people want to take pride in breaking off a relationship first. Who gives a fuck? You're still single. You know what I'm saying? Who cares if you broke it up? Who cares if she broke it off with you? It's either her loss or her gain, whichever way you want to look at it. But that's bullshit that they brought the best out in each other. That doesn't make any sense at all. If you brought the best out in somebody, wouldn't you expect to still be together?
The 2022 Vanity Fair Oscars red carpet together. That was only a couple months ago. However, Lori attended the Cannes Film Festival alone last month.
The only thing I will say about that whole comment, that he let his guard down, that's what a man should do in a relationship, by the way. I don't want to, why is he being applauded for letting his guard?
Here we go with the woman talking about what a man should do. A man should be doing this. A man should be doing that. A man should be doing that. Yet you're not talking about what the female did to allow him to take his guard down. He's in the age 35, probably 34, around the time that he was in the heat of dating this chick, quote unquote dating. He's ready to settle down, bro. You're talking about what? An A, B-list celebrity and whatnot, actor. He's tired of basically having sex with these thotty chicks. He's tired of that, bro. It's going to get old eventually, bro. Trust and believe me. Knocking down all of these thotty potties is going to get old. You're still going to do it for the sport, but let's be real. You're going to be looking for something solid. You're in your mid-30s trying to settle down. Once you let your guard down, you get caught off guard. But once that happens, that doesn't mean that you got to keep your guard up forever and whatnot just because one girl wasn't ready. Go ahead. Take it for what it's worth. Go on to the next.
I think it's because I think it was a Hollywood Reporter that he did do an interview. He actually opened up about this relationship and he said those words out of his own mouth. He said, this is like the first time that I've really let my guard down. So I think for him, that was a big deal. He's in his mid-30s.
It is a big deal, but I just think more men should be. If you're going into a relationship, that's what you should do, because you have to give it the best shot it can.
I know, but it's challenging.
You're dealing with these modern liberal females, bruh. This girl, she knows the nature of women. Meanwhile, she wants to say that all guys should let their guard down. All guys should fall in love. All guys should be chivalrous. But y'all killed it. And then you're mad when men basically develop a defense mechanism, or they basically develop a mechanism to begin with while dealing with y'all, because they know y'all, or they figuring y'all out day by day. You got a dude that's basically been doing this thing in his 20s and whatnot. Now he's in his 30s, ready to settle down. And he's basically acknowledging that this might be the first time, quote unquote, according to him, that he let his guard down. You don't think that's a big case? There's a lot of dudes that basically let their guard down because they got heartbroken because of their ex. They still have traumatic experiences, traumatic nightmares and whatnot about their ex and whatnot. They have new conversations with the female and they still bring up their ex. They're not ready to let their guard down. All that means is they're not ready to be in a relationship, bro. Because a good amount of these females are not ready to be in a relationship because they're looking for the dude that they want to be in a relationship with. They'll just use you for the time being. Meanwhile, they're still out there on the dating apps, cycling through dudes, cycling through dick pics. The list goes on. You don't know what these females are doing, so of course you're going to have your guard up, bro. The right female will make you drop your guard. Put it like that.
For some people.
Morgan, I know. She's like some people, me. And shortly after the news broke, Michael was spotted sitting courtside for Game 2 of the NBA Finals last night alongside rapper Corday.
Yeah, now as Lori's dad, Steve Harvey, broke his silence on the breakup, I think everyone's been kind of waiting to see what he was going to say. So weighing in on his Best of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, no surprise, he's Team Lori all the way.
How you
What's
feel?
going on?
We're on the
Yeah.
air right now with this.
Yeah.
I feel fine.
I can't stand shit.
I'm fine. Ain't changed my life now. I still got to go to work. I still
People
got to turn
break
these
up, huh?
corners. I still got to take care of my family.
Yeah.
I still got to keep putting this money aside for these grandkids. That's the trouble I'm troubling with right there. Why is I'm taking care of the grandkids? What did the parents do? I done took care of the parents. Now I got to take care of the grandkids. Who set
Feeling
this
my
system
pain.
up right here? No, man, I've heard about it, you know.
Yeah.
Wish 'em well, you know. I mean, I'm Team Lori, so, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
Team Lori
Yeah.
1,000%. You know, she's my daughter. I love her. I support her, you know. As long as, and you know, like I tell everybody, you know, things happen. It's hard to be young and in the limelight and have a successful relationship. And as long as everybody can walk away in peace, be friends, I guess, because, you know, I haven't heard any, I
Yeah,
bust
they
your
said they
windows out
really
or
love
nothing
each
like
other.
that. You know, I ain't heard nobody say they busted no windows or nothing. So, you know, as long as you don't put your hands on my daughter, I don't give a damn what you do.
So you're fine with nobody putting their hands on your daughter, but what about putting their hands and other objects in your daughter? You're perfectly fine with that, Steve. You're perfectly fine with the dude that's damn near around your age, that being Diddy, dating your daughter, quote unquote. It would have been perfectly acceptable if Steve Harvey would have said on his morning show or wherever it may be, instead of deciding to talk about Michael B. Jordan's character or he's Team Lori Harvey or whatever and whatnot, it would have been very acceptable if he would have said that, you know what, I got some suitors for my daughter. That's why these people of other nations, other cultures, other tribes, Middle East, wherever it may be, they are ahead. They are light years ahead of the Western man, bruh. You're dealing with situations to where women are picking their suitors. Women are picking their men. This is why they have arranged relationships, arranged marriages in the Middle East and other cultures, bro, because they already know what's going on out here. This is why the women that want to be free, quote unquote, they come over here to America, bro. I'm not about to say that I agree with everything that's going on in the Middle East and with other cultures and whatnot, but I see simplicity. I see people trying to build families instead of doing all of this thing willy-nilly, learning on your own, learning the hard way, learning the long way and whatnot, and trying to make the best out of a situation that you end up settling in. Instead of growing up in the culture to where you understand that this is going to be like this, that is going to be like that, you got a couple options to where you might be in a relationship with. But these females want to choose their suitor, and then they're mad that they're mad at the suitor they choose that didn't live up to the standards that they had when they was a dime piece. Doesn't make any sense, bro. Steve Harvey is the typical modern father that's basically saying she's gonna learn on her own. She could do what she want. She's an adult now. The list goes on. And bro, let's be real. That's not the way of life. That's the Western way, bruh. That's the Western way that wants to take these women and men out of their households, make them go get jobs, do this, that, and the third, go ahead and hope to find a partner. But let's be real, bro. It's never your first choice. These fathers out here, they're losing lives by having daughters. Let's be honest. Because they know what they were doing with the younger girls when they were their age. 25 prime time, she's not ready to settle down because she still is bad, because she's still attractive, very attractive at that, and she feel like she's gonna be that for the list goes on. Because we have the term black don't crack, as so many woke women and so many bozos love to put it. But a lot of women look good if you take care of yourself. You won't age like milk.
Oh, he ended that interestingly.
Yeah, but it's such a dad. All right, so we have a lot to discuss, but according to a People source, Lori wasn't ready to commit. I mean, she is only 25, but who wouldn't be ready?
You see how she said, she paused for a quick second. She said, Lori isn't ready to commit. She said, she's only 25, as if there's a required age for you to start settling down. You're 25. You can still marry your career because this society wants you to be married to your job, engaged to your boss. Yes, sir. I'll take the extra shifts, sir. Forget my boyfriend, sir. Forget my options, sir. I'm going to be married to my money because that's damn near the only thing that they can control. They can't control these men because they don't know what they want down the line. That's why there's so many bitter women on social media talking about all of the toxic posts, regurgitating the same posts, talking about they're this, they're that, they're waiting for that, they're waiting for this, but they had that. They had all of that romantic shit from that guy that was trying to be with them, have a kid with them back in the day, but they felt like they were still bad. They wanted to go out clubbing. They want to go from this spot to this spot with their girls. Meanwhile, those girls that they were going out with are in relationships now, and they're still that old baddie from high school with a kid or just straight single, and we already know she's a super crazy radical liberal, and nobody wants to deal with you now. They only want to have sex, and that's what's making them frustrated, bruh. You can see it on a day-to-day basis. That's why there's so many people celebrating Lori Harvey. How are you celebrating somebody that got out of a relationship as if she got a Purple Heart for being a hoe? Does that make any sense? We're in the world to where women are celebrating breakups. You got women that are basically making money off of divorce parties. I kid you not. This is basically saying, okay, dime piece, you could go ahead and run around with this man. You could get swept up by a man that has it all together, but you still want to do your thing because you're not ready to settle down. But that's something that you should establish from the beginning. And bros, you got to remember, you can't save a hoe. All of these dudes love saving hoes from the strip clubs. It never works out. They love saving these hoes from IG because she's bad as shit on them stories, them selfies looking good and whatnot. After the 100th taking all of that shit, bro, you can't save a hoe. If she's not ready, she's not ready.
Commit to Michael B. Jordan? Well, the source says she still wants to have fun and be free. Michael is a great guy. She is sad that the relationship didn't work out, but she is moving on.
She ain't sad one bit. It took her no time to scrub that dude from her IG page. Bro, you already know it's over once a chick takes a dude off her IG page. It's open season. She's open for a reason. Let's be real. So many dudes could go ahead and flood that DM and see what's good for this weekend or the weekend after that. They scrubbed the dude off their page with the quickness because they're moving on already. She was moving on while she was with the dude, quote unquote, with the dude. She was already looking for her next suitors, the next excursion, the next endeavor, whichever way you want to put it. She wants to have fun and be free because she's 25, as if, Lord willing, you can't have you can't have fun 5-10 years down the line, as if you're about to go somewhere. Come on, man. That's all these liberal females want to do, is have fun and be free. They want to be free to do whatever. I'm sexually liberated. I could do what I want. Yet, when they can't keep a man down the line, what's the only way they're going to try to advance to keep a man? Their sex game.
Come on now, 25. So what? They were like 24 when they were together. Listen, I think we were all so excited for this. So many people love Michael B. Jordan. We just wanted him to be happy. Opened up for the first time, as he was saying in interviews. But she's young. He's ready to commit. I wasn't ready in my early 20s.
Oh, I certainly wasn't either. No, I get it.
Some people can.
You still ain't certain. You still ain't ready now. And this is what so many women love to do. And this is why they got to stop grouping themselves as in one, some big old Optimus Prime of thought. Some big old Thotimus Prime, as if all of you are living the same lifestyles, as if all of you are coming from the same cultures, households, dealing with the same things. It's not the case. You see this woman want to say, oh, she's young. Basically, she got time. It's okay. You ain't got to settle down. And nobody's saying that she doesn't have time. Of course she does. But the point of the video is that these women do not want to settle down while they're young and hot, bruh. There's a slim margin. There's slim margin. Let's be real. But a good amount of them, they want to live out their lives being a thought. That's being encouraged. They're disciples of Cardi B and the City Girls, bruh. Nothing more, nothing less. Bros, you can't save a hoe.
The whole career and the relationship at the same time. I know I can't. And so for her, she just seems like she's focused on her career and she's ready to go.
Yeah.
What career is that? Taking pictures? She's dealing with somebody that's in Hollywood that could travel with her wherever, that could make her travel wherever. Meanwhile, she wants to chase her career being a thought and a IG model. Come on, bruh. But hey, power to her though, right? Bros can't be mad at this. Bros can't be clowning Michael B. Jordan and whatnot. He should have knew better. There's plenty of other suitors, but like I said, bro, this was a sham from the beginning. I don't care what anybody else says because they're giving you the bullshit reasons. Oh, she's sad about the relationship ending, yet she scrubbed her page. Oh, they brought the best out in each other, yet they're still breaking up. He's ready to settle down. She wants to have fun and be free. What does that mean, bro? They're at different stages of their life in this world, bro. She's 25 and 35. There's going to be a very small amount of percentage. There's going to be a very small amount of relationships that are going to make that work. Back in the day, of course, you could talk about that in the 70s, 80s, 60s, wherever it may be, but that's not the case now. People got to stop looking back to the past for how things are going to be now. Of course, things in the past were way better because people were way less liberated and whatnot. People had way less confusion, way less options and shit like that. And that's the problem. People have all of these access to confusion, swiping left on dating apps, seeing all of these dudes and weirdos that just want to pop them for the weekend, go about their business to go ahead and chase the next high for the next girl. But yet these girls are doing the same thing, bros. You got to realize that they're getting high off of trying to quote unquote act like a guy. They're pussy popping from left and right, and they feel like there's nothing wrong with that, and that's their business. There's no need to get in a debate. There's no need to get in the back and forth talking about you're a hoe, you're shaming a slut. All of that fuckery leads you nowhere fast. Keep it pushing. Let them be what they want to be. If they want to be free like a bird, then let them be like that.
I just feel bad for both of them. They're both obviously very sad, and that makes me sad. But
Yeah.
he's so cute.
They're both obviously sad. Oh, fuck out of here.
Come on.
He's so cute. And I just love Steve Harvey's like, oh, I heard about it. I know my dad isn't like a very emotional kind of guy. He worked a lot. But whenever there was a breakup in the family, he's like, so I heard there was a breakup. And I was like my dad didn't have like a lot of sit down chats with me. So I'd be like, yeah. He's like, I feel bad for him. And I'm like,
At least you got that. My dad said nothing.
no, but my dad felt bad for the one I broke up with.
Oh, he felt bad for the one you broke up with.
Yes. Yeah. He's like, I feel bad for that.
All right, man. As we can see, this conversation is going nowhere fast. But bros, you can see. Just go back real quick. Just going back a little bit real quick, bro, because the conversation is going nowhere fast. Talking about her father and whatnot. We don't care about that. But bro, this is all it's about right here. This is why it's about publicity. I know the video ain't about that, but a lot of people get into relationships because of public perception. They get into relationships because of how others may perceive them. They taking all of these happy pictures on the internet and whatnot. Meanwhile, they're miserable as shit. So if this relationship was real, it has real excuses and reasons as to why they broke up, because people break up for these reasons on a day-to-day basis. We're at different stages. I just want to do me. How many times a girl told you that, bro? How many times you've heard that from one of your boys telling you that a girl said that she just wants to do her, meaning she just wants to get dicked down by other dudes. It's okay. There's plenty of fish in the sea, no pun intended, because I understand that that's another dating app that dudes are cycling on, whatever it may be. But bros, you can't save a hoe. It's enough of that though, man. I'm out.